At this hour, I'm Christina, Aguayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. El Paso, Texas Representative Veronica Escobar voted for the second time against a House bill that will deport illegal migrants who are convicted of sex crimes. She was joined by 144 of her Democrat colleagues. The bill did pass, however, with 274 representatives voting in favor. All Republicans voted for the bill. The measure was first introduced by Representative Nancy Mace in the 118th Congress. The legislation passed, even though 158 Democrats voted against it. But the bill stalled after the formerly Democrat-controlled Senate refused to take it up.
The bill will head to the Senate next, and I abhor anyone on the left in this country who doesn't want to protect women and girls who are victims of rape, who are victims of pedophilia, the murderers who are here illegally. We absolutely must deport them, and we must never let them back.
Elon Musk is one of the bill's biggest supporters, even calling for lawmakers who voted against it to lose their House seats. In addition to deporting immigrants convicted of sex crimes, the legislation also states that illegals who commit domestic violence or have sex-related charges are not allowed into the country. Tom Homan, President Donald Trump's incoming border czar, is considering setting up a hotline for Americans to report illegal migrants who have committed crimes. Homan saying he's pitching the fresh idea of the hotline so that there's an outlet for Americans to report child traffickers, forced labor traffickers, sex offenders, and any other crimes that put the safety of U.S. citizens at risk. Homan saying he wants people to have another way to be part of the fix. The hotline will run alongside the tip line set up by Immigration and Customs Enforcement that gets an average of 15,000 calls a month, according to the agency. ICE welcomes tips on illegal immigration, along with other violations of the law, like drug smuggling. The U.S. and Mexico have teamed up to figure out where the guns are coming from that are used by Mexican drug cartels and massacres and other crimes south of the border. In fact, about 33% of the more than 71,000 gun trace requests made by the Mexican government showed that the guns were purchased in the U.S. and then trafficked into Mexico. 82% of the traced crime guns were recovered in a Mexican state with a dominant cartel presence. The trafficked guns were mostly 9mm pistols, .22 caliber handguns, AK-47 style calibers, and variants of the AR-15 rifle. Most were sold at firearm stores, pawn shops, or directly from the manufacturer, according to the report. Most of them were found at the scene of a crime in Sonora, Baja California, Chihuahua, Jalisco, and Sinaloa. The recent underground tunnel stemming from Ciudad Juarez and leading into El Paso, Texas, has been linked to Mexican drug cartels who are using sophisticated construction methods, according to experts. The tunnel that was recently discovered has sparked major concerns among residents. It was found near the border highway, runs under the Rio Grande, is supported by beams and plywood, and links into El Paso's sewer system. According to Border Patrol, of the more than 230 tunnels found along the U.S.-Mexico border in the last few decades, most of them attached to some kind of infrastructure in the U.S. The tunnels are said to cost millions of dollars, making it evident that criminal organizations with significant cash inflow are the ones constructing them. Border Patrol also pointing out that the tunnels work both ways, with possible money, ammo, and weapons heading into Mexico, with drugs or humans crossing into the U.S. The city of Huntington Beach in California is about to defy Gavin Newsom and declare itself a non-sanctuary city to help President Donald Trump carry out his deportation plan and to allow federal law enforcement to get into the city and deport all illegal migrant criminals. The elected city attorney of Huntington Beach, Michael Gates, taking aim at Newsom as he made the announcement.
At the next council meeting on Tuesday, there's going to be an initiative presented to City Council for adoption, declaring the city non-sanctuary status, meaning that it will coordinate and cooperate with federal agencies and fully effectuate all the tools available, both at the local, state, and federal level for best practices to combat crime.
Governor Greg Abbott has ordered all flags to be raised to full staff at the Texas Capitol and all state buildings on January 20th in honor of Inauguration Day, when President Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States of America. Abbott saying that Texas will continue to mourn the passing of former President Jimmy Carter and will continue to display flags at half-staff for 30 days. However, on the 20th, in adherence to federal statute and in celebration of the transfer of power to President Trump, he ordered all flags to be raised to full staff. He added that there is a bright future ahead for the United States of America. The chaotic moment when Rocky the canine was carried by law enforcement and loaded into a Texas DPS chopper was caught on camera by local media. According to the U.S. Marshals Service, it all started when Rocky sniffed out the suspect who killed Deputy Jesus Vargas hours earlier. But before Sean Christopher Davis was killed in a shootout with police, he shot Rocky 2 times, hitting and wounding the heroic canine. The Houston Police Department said the dog was stable and expected to survive. Rocky's handler stayed by his side the entire time. Another deputy with the U.S. Marshals Service was shot in the arm, but is expected to be okay. A Pulitzer Prize-winning political cartoonist known for his work with the Washington Post has been arrested on child porn charges. Darren Bell, who is also known for bashing President Donald Trump, has been published by The New Yorker and the Los Angeles Times as well. The 49-year-old married father of 4 was busted this week after law enforcement received a tip. After searching Bell's home, detectives found 134 videos of child pornography linked to an account owned and controlled by Bell. They also found computer-generated artificial intelligence child pornography, according to authorities. Quickly making its round on social media, a questionable cartoon that Bell created and posted back in 2022 titled The Groomer. It shows an elephant-like person flashing a group of children in front of a mirrored storefront with the word bigotry tattooed on the subject's chest. The Northern California resident was issued a $1 million bond. Hundreds of people living near a power plant in California were ordered to evacuate Thursday night after a fire broke out at one of the world's largest battery storage plants. The fire erupted Thursday afternoon and continued into the night, sending up towering flames of black smoke. Fire crews were battling the blaze at the Moss Landing power plant, which is about 77 miles south of San Francisco. It contains tens of thousands of lithium batteries. Kid Rock is calling out Michelle Obama for dipping out of President Donald Trump's inauguration ceremony just days before it's set to take place. The successful music star, who is a vocal supporter of Trump, talked about how he was asked to perform at the inaugural ball hours after Barack Obama was sworn into office in 2009. He said he agreed to perform even though he didn't vote for him out of respect for the president and wanted to remind Michelle about that. Donald Trump has appointed actors Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone as special ambassadors to Hollywood with the goal of bringing back another golden age of Hollywood. Trump saying they will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These 3 very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be like the United States of America itself. That's what you need to know at this hour. In Dallas, Christina, Aguayo, Salem News Channel.